What's good, YouTube? I am the one on Lamb 86 here with Kailyn, Cooksey-Garcia.
Hey there.
What you do today, sir?
He's the Dragon Duelist, by the way. Yeah, he's playing a different deck today, but he plays Dragon.
I play a good amount of them. So I got third. Lost the Thunder. I'm upset about it.
I understand.
Oh, no, that's whatever.
Hey,
But no. It's a joke. But I played Punctier Frog, 41 cards. Let's start with the tier engine. This many. We know what they do. Explain the ratio later. Extender, best extender, second best extender. It's just in a weird spot. Like it's like but it's level 2, so yay. And then obviously the one crime. I don't play Sulic because Sulic can't stop Mystic Mind, and it can't stop any other card. Like it can stop other cards past Dark Ruler, but it can't stop Mystic Mind. And because it can't stop Mystic Mind, I just want a card that'll always have an out and give me a fusion summon. And then like if this gets banished, because sometimes it does, I just send this, get this back, put it back in rotation.
Of course.
Frog Engine. Run Toad's getting banned.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Toad or Rodent, one
Punk
of them going.
Engine. Rarely did I brick with Deer Note, but like every time I had access to Deer Note in a Punk monster, I was always happy about it. Foxington is very versatile. People just think it just makes chaos ruler. The 2 1-ofs. And then onto the defensive cards, the cards that actually like got me to turns 2, 3, 4, 5. The one driver, Gamma. I believe it should be main decks, kind of broke. It's level 2, it's a psychic. Imperm. Sprite players do not respect Imperm anymore. Mourner, another Imperm veil that can be activated at any point in the game, and it helps me swing for game. Bell, and the card that should have been Ash, main deck Cherries. I only drew it once and never wanted to use it. Like it got discarded. And then the 2 broken ones.
Yeah. Busted.
Yeah. We were always playing.
Take a look what I got.
Now this deck is very toolboxy. Like you see so many engines, you would think there's a lot of like end boards or end things that you can end on, like boss monsters. We don't really do that. We just want the deck to like go and always be able to play no matter what. Like I always have an avenue no matter what goes down. So fusion segment, one of each one. They're all recycled back in through each other because the main ones that you recycle back is these 3, and once you get these 2 back in, they just recycle each other back.
Okay.
I am heavily considering playing 2 of this, but is yet to come up yet. So link portion, best card should be at 2, but no space. Hulk because we play Punk Engine. Derek because it's the best Link 2 Charmer in the game right now.
Yep.
IP is just insane. Unicorn from IP is just amazing. And then obviously the Almighty Curious. That is it for Link monsters. For Synchro monsters we got the 1 Chaos Ruler. And then for Xyz monsters we got Gigantic, Toad, and Zombie Vampire. The only boss monster, quote unquote, is this. Everything else, just make sure that my engine plays. And if I need any of these extra deck monsters back, except Elf, I can just, put all these back.
Yep.
But yeah, 15, summon every last one of these cards. Even though some people might not agree with this, the reason why I like this card in this deck is because 1, it's 4 more cards, so you can see the Frog Engine, so you can see like other stuff too. You also get access to like other people's Frog Engines, other people's Tier Engines, other people's tuners to go into Hulk. And you don't really care about setting off their fusion effects because like if they go into Drago, they neg. But if they go into Kit, you don't care. You're going to probably clear Kit. Or if they keep Kit on board, like they're not going to be able to play through your myriad of interruptions plus hand traps. Like it's just hard.
That makes sense.
Side deck, we dedicated 5 slots to back row because back row is kind of dangerous. Quick play can always be activated.
Yeah, like I said in the first place deck profile, we had a Labyrinth player that almost snuck into top 8.
It didn't. The 2 blowout cards for other ones. Going second. Not mine. 3 Nib, 2 Curry. This in main is like kind of risky for you because yeah, everybody plays in the Nib, but like also the best decks that you want to beat either put up in the gate through Nib put up a monster that you don't want to nib, or like you can't activate nib altogether because it's gigantic. So
Yeah.
you would really only want to side this in against like at a game 3 at an opportune time when you put this in. This card's stupid. Yeah, break the whole board just by letting them like activate stuff, and on average most decks like you're tributing at least 2 monsters. So having a 45 beater that can either bring back your elf or bring back any of your negates or bring back whatever, and then if it sticks it's just a win more because you can just keep bringing stuff back on your end phase. Going first, we did this. You saw I wasn't maining it because I think this card is actually buns, and it should only be used for the Dark Ruler Mine games 2 and 3. Game 1, we have the crime. Games 2 and 3, we put this in to not deal with all the extra BS and keep in the crime for evenly. So that plays around that. And then the last 2 slots I didn't know what to do with, so we just did Super Poly.
Which is always good.
Super Poly is always amazing. Sprite players still just don't play around it. Like, yeah, I won't put up Duke, but I'll put up 2 fires. All right, cool. I just lost all my follow-up. Sure. But yeah, 15. That is the deck that I played today. Matchups. I played very few mirrors. Played some rogue. Played a good amount of Sprite players. And then
I think
Sprite.
Sprite was the most of the room, or majority of the room, so to speak.
Yeah. That deck is just, it takes so many micro steps, and you got to really be good with that deck to make it good.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
But that is all that I played. Shout out to Pandemonium Gaming, my sponsor. I don't know if they want this, but I don't. It's amazing though. It's pretty cool. I think you Konami.
Fuck them now.
Shout out to my boy Rel, who got first place. Me and him test all the time. And he's like, my best friend. Shout out to Cafe Locals. Shout out to Ant-Man behind the camera. Thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate you, sir.
Otherwise, that's it.
And we're going to go see you play Dragons again.
Don't get this man
You probably
started.
won't see me play Dragons because the way that deck is now, its best edge is against Tearlaments because it just has more DD Crows, but it does the same thing that every other deck does. It just requires more cards to do it. So, and I would need a ban list too. Tearlament would have to be like really, really nerfed for me to play that deck. But it's still busted though. No pun intended.
And on that note, this is the only ending with 6. That man brought the pain on the Akatsuki mat. This guy's cool.
The world shall know pain.
They shall.
Shout out to Joey Willard.
The Black Joey Willer. All right. There's always new to make, YouTube. Deuces.